Now on 4 News Now at 6, signs and banners spark controversy in Idaho. How Coeur d'Alene schools plan to show everyone is welcome despite state law.
Warm and hazy weather continues for Wednesday, but I'm also tracking the possibility of cooler weather and some showers on the way in the first alert forecast.
And get ready to pay more to heat your house this winter because Avista is raising its rates. We'll show you how much more you can expect to pay coming up. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Well, school is in session, and with it comes a new Idaho law that bans posters like this one in classrooms. Thanks for joining us on 4 News Now. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Derek Dice. The Coeur d'Alene Public Schools superintendent shared a plan that the district is looking to keep this slogan, "Everyone is welcome here," in its classrooms, just not on this specific poster. Hunter Bertram is live in Coeur d'Alene sharing the reason it's banned and why some say a new design doesn't change the decision to take them down.
Kirsten, Derek, at Coeur d'Alene's first school board meeting of the school year, many showed up with this band design printed on their t-shirts, questioning the district's decision to view it as a political statement, which follows suit of the state's attorney general's opinion.
It's a sign that has a very pure and innocuous meaning to it, and it's something that has become politicized, and it shouldn't.
It's been just a few weeks since school started, and Idaho House Bill 41 has been in effect. The law prohibits public schools from displaying political flags or banners, including those related to race and sexual orientation. In June, Idaho Attorney General Raul Labrador issued guidance that the "Everyone is Welcome Here" sign violates this law. The fight over that sign in a Boise area classroom drew national attention earlier this year.
I really like to break it down into thinking about what it actually means to say everyone is welcome here in a public school.
I don't see anything political about saying everyone is welcome.
Donna Staub, a former Lake City High School English teacher, says she hung it in her classroom so students
felt safe, felt welcome, and felt embraced and knew that that's where they belonged.
Superintendent Dr. Sean Hawker echoed that belonging is crucial to what the district strives for.
Right, but we want to come up with our own 291 banner poster that ensures that anybody that is ever looking at that knows and recognizes that this is an inclusive environment, that we are here for all kids, period.
Some, however, don't think this is the solution.
It's not political or ideological, and so I'm not sure why we would need to spend energy on creating a sign that's already in existence.
And the district didn't share any designs with me today, any drafts of it when I asked. Also said at the meeting last night by Superintendent Dr. Hawker, quote, "We think we can accomplish that and not be at odds with the Attorney General. We don't want to deal with a lawsuit." There was no mention also of this possibly being reinstated yesterday or today. Live in Coeur d'Alene, Hunter Bertram, 4 News Now.
All right, Hunter, thank you. In Washington, one organization will soon be collecting signatures for 2 new initiatives to the state legislature. One is focused on parental rights.
The other attempts to block transgender girls from participating in girls' sports. The signatures are being gathered by Let's Go Washington. This group is led by hedge fund manager Brian Haywood, and they will need to gather more than 300,000 signatures for the measures to be put in front of lawmakers. Last year, lawmakers approved an initiative by the group that set new requirements for the information schools had to provide to parents. This year, Democratic lawmakers pushed for an overhaul of this Parents' Bill of Rights, upsetting supporters of the original bill.
And one of the most significant changes, remove parental access to student medical records. The new initiative would repeal those changes. Even if they get enough signatures, the measures will face an uphill battle to win approval from the Democratic-controlled legislature.
Well, your electric bill could go up a few dollars over the next few months.
Avista is proposing rate increases for electricity, but it still needs to be approved before affecting your bill. The utility company is also requesting to decrease its rates for natural gas. If it's approved by the Washington Utility and Transportation Commission, the average gas bill would go down by more than $9. Vista says the average electric bill will go up by over $3 per month if the new rates are approved. That could happen as soon as this week when the Utility and Transportation Commission meets this Thursday. Many people we spoke with were not happy with the possibility of these rate changes.
It's like we got this much money coming in. Social Security does not keep up with how much everything. And then people say, well, groceries went up 10%. No, they're almost double what they were.
The State Utility Commission already approved increases for gas and electricity starting in 2026. Each will go up by less than $2 a month on average starting January 1st. Well, our warm and hazy conditions will be sticking around for a little while.
Yeah, we're hoping for some relief, but it still smells smoky in some areas. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with a look at our air quality.
Well, it has improved, that is for sure, but the heavy rains that look like they might be showing up this week, the showers, the thunderstorms have been in short supply, and so that has stalled our progress. Our air quality index is in the moderate range in Spokane, and actually at the good end of moderate, closer to good than moderate. But you can see that haze on the horizon, and elsewhere around the region, the air quality is not as nice. In fact, around some of the bigger fires, the more active fires, you're going to continue to battle that air quality as long as those blazes are still going, particularly in the Northeast Mountains, around the Wenatchee area, and even down on the Palouse, north of Moscow. We're in the unhealthy for sensitive groups range, but a good portion of the area is in the good range. Meanwhile, the precipitation, we did get just a tiny bit in Spokane last night. Today around the region, we've got showers in Boundary County, in western Montana, in the Cascades, but it is dry in Spokane and will be staying dry this evening. Temperatures dropping into the 60s. About 24 or so hours from now, there's some hope for rain. I will go over that with you and your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you. The Rathdrum Police Department needs your help finding 28-year-old Abigail Steiner. She was last seen last Friday taking an Uber from her home to Hayden. She's believed to be with the man on the right here, 32-year-old Christopher Moore. If you've seen Abigail or know where she might be, you are asked to call Rathdrum Police.
2 commemorative bridge plaques are returned. One of them showed up for sale on Facebook Marketplace. A local history buff saw the ad offering a plaque commemorating the building of the Latah Bridge in West Spokane for $525. Knowing that plaque was supposed to be on the bridge and not on Marketplace, a crime check report was filed. Spokane detectives got a hold of the report and tracked down the seller, and when they contacted that person in person, the seller denied knowing the sign had been illegally removed from the bridge. He had a second one from the bridge near Peoples Park. The detectives took both signs and returned them to the street department. They will eventually be remounted on the bridges. Well, here's a live look at some of the lines for the newly opened Raising Cane's in North Spokane. It's located on the corner of East Horner Street and the Newport Highway, and it was built in a pretty competitive location.
There are now so many chicken spots in that area that loyal 4 News Now viewer Jim Reinke mentioned us saying they should just rename that area the Chicken Strip. Our Madeline Mullins is live at that new location. And Madeline, people won't have to go too far, I guess, if they don't feel like waiting in that line for Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Kirsten and Derek, it is truly a chicken lover's paradise over here. You have the new kid on the block, the Raising Cane's, but like you said, the line is pretty long, so if you're not interested waiting there, head just across the street and there is a Chick-fil-A and then a Houston Hot Chicken as well. And then if you are craving wings, there is also a Wingstop right across the street. But today we are talking all about the Raising Cane's. Here is a video from earlier this morning where, as you can see, people were lined up as early as 5 in the morning to try their famous chicken fingers and fries, with one man getting in line at 6 p.m. yesterday to be the first one in the door.
Me and my family, we love Cane's. Cane's is amazing. It's wonderful. We grew up in the South, so it's one of our go-to chicken restaurants that we went to. And ever since we moved up here, we've been like trying to find excuses to make trips out to Portland because that's like the closest Canes to us, other than like in Missouri or something like that.
Wally says if you have never been to Raising Cane's, you have to try their sweet tea and Texas toast. And I have to agree with Wally, this Texas toast is pretty good. And there are plenty people in line who I'm sure have tried that today. Live from Raising Cane's, I'm Madeline Mullins for News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. And better come back with some of those chicken fingers for us, or we might not let you back into the newsroom.
I know, and so many people have comments about the sweet tea, so I'm glad you mentioned that too, Madeline.
I've tried Raising Cane's in a few different cities. I'm a big fan, but I will wait for the lines to die down before I go.
We can't be wasting time and all that line.
Yeah. All right, Wings for Democracy. Candidates for Spokane City Council face an unusual challenge this weekend. Spicy food and spicy questions to determine if they're best fit to be the future leaders of our city. And let's just say it got to the point that they were talking politics with tears in their eyes.
Ooh, can I have my water?
It kicks afterwards, so.
They're gnarly.
Will air the first ever Spokane Spiciest Candidate Forum put on by Range Media tomorrow at 7 p.m. exclusively on KXLY Plus. Think hot ones with a political debate.
Well, still ahead, Apple just announced the thinnest iPhone yet, but experts say some customers won't be looking to upgrade anytime soon.
Plus, Spokane Public Schools and the city's Parks and Rec Department hope voters approve over $400 million in levies and bonds this November. We'll show you some of the projects that money would fund in Northeast Spokane coming up in about 20 minutes.
Covering up the files just protects the criminal activity of pedophiles and the people who participated in those heinous acts.
A new push for the White House to release the Epstein files, including a mock conversation allegedly that happened between the president and Epstein. Why lawmakers on both sides say the public deserves to see it. Next on 4 News Now.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Windshield trouble? Call All Star Auto Glass. We come to you.
Welcome to the Kitchen Engine, a family-owned business spanning 3 generations.
It's our 19th anniversary, so come celebrate with us.
Join us for our biggest sale of the year.
We will be hosting mini classes, wine tastings, and product demos in our expanded culinary classroom. 50% off doorbuster deals and 20% off store-wide. We'll have giveaways and daily drawings all 3 days. All food and drinks in our cafe are 20% off too. Experience the Kitchen Engine in the historic flour mill since 2006.
When you can breathe better, what isn't better? Dupixent continuously works to help prevent asthma attacks. So girls' days are better. Game days are better. Even Mondays are better. Dupixent's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent helps people with asthma achieve better breathing that lasts. Some people felt their asthma symptoms improve in as little as 3 days. And isn't that better? Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away if signs of inflamed blood vessels like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, brown or dark colored urine, tingling or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma.
Starting over is hard following a divorce because now it's just you. You are the one making the financial decisions for your family. As I've gone through this process, BECU was incredibly helpful, making sure that I could track down the financial documents that I needed or to open an account with my new name. I'm really proud of how far I've come, how I've been able to rebuild for myself and my family, and BECU is an important part of that.
If somebody's out there and they're on the streets and they feel lost,
you feel like there's no way out,
that nothing's worth it.
You're constantly in survival mode.
And it's hard to ask for help when you don't trust anybody.
I know because I've been there.
There is an organization out there that can help you.
They want to help you go from broken to who God made you to be.
Even though you don't think you can change, you can.
Because there's a life that God has for you in the future much better than the life you're living now.
Recovery is possible.
And there are people you can trust.
Welcome back. President Donald Trump is again trying to distance himself from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation, calling a letter allegedly written by Trump to Epstein fake.
House Democrats say the letter in question was taken from Epstein's estate as part of a House Oversight Committee subpoena. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the details from D.C.
Today, new calls for transparency in the Epstein investigation echo on Capitol Hill, with Democrats and some Republicans demanding all government records related to Jeffrey Epstein be made public.
Covering up the files just protects the criminal activity of pedophiles and the people who participated in those heinous acts.
It comes in light of a letter House Oversight Committee Democrats released yesterday, allegedly part of a group of documents the committee obtained through a subpoena of Epstein's estate. The letter was allegedly part of Epstein's 50th birthday book, given to him in 2003, 3 years before he was first arrested for sex crimes. It includes lines of text written to mimic an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, framed by a crudely drawn outline of a woman's body. It ends with, "A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." The Wall Street Journal was first to report on the letter in July. Trump denied having anything to do with it.
They say there's a drawing of a woman, and I don't do drawings of women.
And today, the president told NBC News it's a dead issue, while the administration is accusing Democrats of leaking a fake image.
The president did not write this letter. He did not sign this letter. And that's why the president's external legal team is aggressively pursuing litigation against the Wall Street Journal, and they will continue to.
For months, the pressure to release the Epstein files was coming from within President Trump's base, as he vowed to do so while campaigning for re-election. That pressure prompted the Republican-led House Oversight Committee to release this latest set of documents some Republicans are questioning the authenticity of, in light of the president's response.
I put out a document, as you say, that you don't know is authentic.
We put out all the documents. We put out everything.
Trump is suing the Wall Street Journal $10 billion for defamation after its initial report on the letter. The Wall Street Journal says it stands by its reporting. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
A little bit of rain in the early morning hours, 0.02 of an inch in Spokane. We're more than 3 inches below average year to date. There's some hints of precipitation in the 7-day forecast. I will go over them with you after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses, and now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Valley Fest is back. Spokane Valley's premier community event. Bring the family for a weekend packed full of fun. September 19th through the 21st. Don't miss the parade and bed races Friday night. River Run on Saturday. And car show and Tot Fest on Sunday. Plus Culture Fest. A petting zoo. 200 vendor booths. Live entertainment on 3 stages. And mouth-watering food all weekend long. Valley Fest. Your family's ultimate end of the summer bash. September 19th through the 21st in the Spokane Valley. Check out the full calendar of events at valleyfest.org.
4 News Now and Numerica Credit Union proudly present the Hope for Kids Hygiene Drive to support Project Beauty Share.
As students head back to school, some kids don't have access to basic hygiene items like shampoo, soap, deodorant, and toothbrushes.
All children deserve basic hygiene supplies to give them the confidence to face their day. September 5th through October 5th, donate student hygiene supplies at any local Numerica branch. Your donations can improve a student's day, their health, and their future. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
This season, fall into Coeur d'Alene. Fall is a great time to visit Coeur d'Alene. With awesome weather, fall color cruises, exciting events, a variety of food, beer, and wine selections, and amazing accommodations. It's the perfect time to stay and play in CDA. Visit cdafall.com for more information.
We're busy. I get it. So Stanton Optical works with your schedule. Buy online, pick up in store same day, and get a free fitting. I mean, look at my to-do list. Same day eye exam, same day glasses. 2 pairs plus eye exam for only $79.
All across America.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wherever we are, it feels like home.
Man, it's good to be home.
GMA, it's It's an invitation to come together and brighten your morning.
Welcome back in. A little bit of smoke still out there.
We've been talking about that a lot, right, for the last several days now. Air quality in the region, and it's going to get better, but may take a little while.
Yes, it is not the fresh air that we were expecting with the rain is not arriving because we're just not getting enough rain. That has been the theme of 2025 in the inland Northwest. Taking a look live right now at our conditions, there's that haze on the horizon. Even though our air quality is in decent shape, I don't think anyone likes to see that haze anymore. We want to get this wildfire season put to bed. It's 82 in Spokane right now and 82 in Coeur d'Alene. 4 things to know about your weather. We still have a chance of showers. They will be isolated. Mostly, we're going to be dry on Wednesday. I'll show you the computer model in just a moment. Smoky and hazy at times, particularly right around the more active fires. And then we do have cooler weather coming, but with less precipitation on the way, we're not going to be as cool as originally forecast. Tomorrow, we do have the possibility of a sprinkle or two. Tomorrow morning, light winds, temperatures will be warming up into the 80s by 1 o'clock. We are going to be topping out above average. Our average high is 76. We're heading up to a high of 84 degrees with some hazy sunshine. By the afternoon, our chance of precipitation down to 0. It does pick up again as we get into tomorrow night, though. Here's our forecast radar. Current time, it is quiet across the inland Northwest. As we get into Wednesday noon, we are still dry, starting to see a few clouds streaming up from the south. And then Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, we start to see some wet weather moving into Lewiston, to Pullman. This is good news for fires burning in the central and southern panhandle. Most of the wet weather staying south of I-90, but occasionally we may get brushed. Here's Thursday morning. That's when we have the best chance to start seeing some precipitation. Thursday morning into Thursday evening, a good chance of rain in the panhandle of Idaho and again down on the Palouse, some showers and possible thunderstorms. So I'm not giving up hope just yet for some meaningful rain. High temperatures Wednesday will be above average. In fact, very much like what we've seen today. We will be in the 80s. There is cooler weather coming thanks to this area of low pressure that is just not providing much precipitation. There's some mid-level moisture available with this system. There is some instability to promote those mountain showers and thunderstorms and has produced some over the Cascades and into the central panhandle. But for Spokane, it's been a bit of a bust. We're going to give it another shot, though, on Thursday. 30% chance of showers and possible thunderstorms. That will also be the case on Friday. Dry Saturday and then possible showers early next week. We will be cooler in the upper 70s and lower 80s, but those temperatures are still a little bit above average, Derek.
All right, Chris, thank you. Still ahead, Spokane groups are taking on extreme heat and wildfire smoke.
We'll show you how the MLK Community Center is becoming a resilience hub to help the city stay safe. And Apple announced its newest iPhone. The factors experts say could make people think twice about upgrading. That's next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
When you've been injured in a car accident, the insurance company can make you feel small. They make you feel unimportant. They make you feel like your situation doesn't matter.
Right when you need help the most.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
You are important to us.
We'll work to get you the results you deserve.
So you can get back to being you.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident?
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
Hi, Mom.
Winning a new GMC Canyon at Northern Quest is not without its drawbacks, like jealous neighbors, unsolicited questions about towing capacity, and sudden requests to help move a couch really quick. But something tells us you'll get over it. It's Northern Quest's $160,000 Grander Canyon giveaway. Play daily for your shot at a new GMC Canyon or $45,000 in cash. The Grander Canyon giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
For over 90 years, McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows has been making homes more energy efficient and beautiful. And right now, during our anniversary sale, we're offering financing where you can replace up to 10 windows and a patio door for just $199 a month. Or you can add a new roof with the window package for $399 a month. And if you want a trifecta of roof, windows, and new siding, how does $799 a month sound? At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
From cookouts to cleanup, let Fred's Appliance help you tackle Labor Day. Get truckload savings on all Bosch appliances. Whether you need to upgrade your kitchen or laundry room, Fred's Appliance has the Bosch you need. Explore in stock, get it today inventory. Like this Bosch refrigerator. Save $1,000 while they last. Swing in today to save big and get exclusive in-store rebates. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Well, you are looking at the next generation of iPhone. It's the thinnest model ever made, and it brings even more computing power for AI capabilities.
Apple's announcement comes during a tug-of-war between shareholders and more cost-conscious customers. CNN's Karen Kaifa explains why many might not rush to the store for this upgrade.
Apple taking a broad approach to this product announcement with a sleek, thin iPhone Air with a starting price tag of $999 and the iPhone 17 with more colors and camera features starting at $799, the same as the iPhone 16. Apple's announcement giving a sense of how they view U.S. trade policy and also the mindset of the American consumer right now.
Apple on Tuesday announcing the latest iPhone, among other gadgets, and trying to get consumers hyped in uncertain economic times.
iPhone Air is a total game changer.
Apple's latest gadgets land as President Donald Trump's trade wars squeeze the company's bottom line. The tech giant expects to take a $1.1 billion tariff-related hit just this quarter. And as consumers eye big-ticket purchases more carefully.
It has to be worth it for someone to say, okay, let me trade in my device and get a phone that costs more than $1,000.
CNET senior technology reporter Abrar Al-Hiti says Apple's recent offerings and sales have had ups and downs.
This does feel like a really critical time for Apple to stand out, whether it's, making its devices more powerful or rolling out something like a thinner iPhone. This is the time for it to say we are still an innovative company. We are still on top of our game.
In the tariff environment, Courtney Lindwall of Consumer Reports says their price tracking analysts have noticed tech companies overall taking a more conservative approach to new products.
Companies are not putting out as many new models, and those models maybe aren't taking as many leaps forward with new features, innovation. So it just seems like in general, there's a bit more perhaps conservatism and like companies are waiting to see.
As consumers, Lindwall says, reason with the value of an upgrade.
Making folks feel like there's something worth it to go out and buy, something exciting to go out and buy. So I'm sure Apple is feeling that pressure.
Apple hoping features like its thinnest model ever, new colors, new camera features, faster charging, and a larger screen on the iPhone 17 get consumers excited, especially as they hold on to their smartphones for longer. Morgan Stanley estimates the iPhone replacement cycle is now about 4.7 years. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
We were both talking about how we've had our phones for about that long. Well, the Supreme Court will decide whether or not President Donald Trump's sweeping global tariffs are legal. A lower court ruled the Trump administration didn't have the authority to impose many of the tariffs under a federal law meant for emergencies. The Trump administration argues the tariffs are needed to address major trade deficits with other countries. They also say tariffs put economic pressure on countries like Canada, Mexico, and China to end trafficking of fentanyl and other illegal drugs into the United States. The court is set to hear arguments in November. In the meantime, tariffs will remain in place until a decision is made. All right, still ahead, suicide is still one of the leading causes of deaths in the U.S.
We'll show you how researchers are testing ketamine to help treat severe depression. And Spokane launches a new resiliency plan against extreme heat and wildfire smoke. We'll show you how community hubs like the MLK Center are getting involved.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live Thursday, September 25th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for Best in Class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
If you like your Broadway hot, you'll love the musical blockbuster the New York Times calls a supersized all-out song and dance spectacular. Some Like It Hot. See the Tony and Grammy Award-winning Broadway show, created by the teams from Disney's Aladdin, Hairspray, and the Book of Mormon. Some Like It Hot.
Some like it hot, and that ain't bad.
Playing September 23rd through 28th at First Interstate Center for the Arts. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Your fall wardrobe starts right here at River Park Square. Style the season your way. Discover it all at River Park Square.
Need a clinic that sees you quickly, even same day? Check. Want expert providers who actually listen? Check. Looking for one place that covers medical, dental, and mental health? Check. Need advice after hours? Our 24/7 nurse hotline is here when you need it. Check. We take most insurance, including Medicaid. No insurance? We offer care that fits your budget. Check. For 40 years, Heritage Health has been here to improve life for everyone.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
The Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks and Rec hope voters will approve funding for a number of projects across the Lilac City.
Yeah, the Together Spokane initiative could help build new fields and improve a few parks, as well as remodel Gary Middle School. Derek Strom spoke with supporters of the project about why this funding is needed.
Spokane Public Schools says Gary Middle School in Northeast Spokane is in need of renovations. That includes moving its office to the front of the school instead of the middle where it's currently located.
And then we're able to fully leverage the single point of entry technology that we have, where visitors are able to come, staff are able to then identify, who is visiting, what purpose do they have for coming to the school, and then they can let them in.
The Together Spokane initiative would provide funding for those renovations if it's approved by voters, in addition to dozens of other projects across the city. Superintendent Adam Swinyard was showcasing the changes that would come to Northeast Spokane today. He says many of the kids and families are underserved with the amount of fields and parks that are available in the neighborhood.
We want spaces for those kids to go so they can be engaged in healthy, positive activities with lighting, with the right infrastructure, so that we can keep them safe and we can keep them moving and doing things.
If approved, the project would support building up to 15 all-weather turf fields with lighting across Spokane.
Supporters of this project say it wouldn't just benefit the kids in this neighborhood to have fields to go out and play sports on. It would also renovate many parks in this area and give people more of an opportunity to get outside.
We need a lot of investment and resources to bring us up to a standard that's somewhat similar to Northwest Spokane, and a lot more to get up to the South Hill, right? We've got to do a lot of investing.
Other supporters, like the Northeast Community Center Zone, hope the initiative will be an investment in the mental health of kids in Spokane.
We're looking at a generation that isn't used to just being outside and playing or connecting with other kids. And so we have to develop spaces to rebuild those skills, and it's very important for youth.
In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
And those projects don't come without a price. They are dependent on voters passing two separate measures in November. The first is the Spokane Parks and Recreation Department's $240 million levy. The other is a $200 million bond from Spokane Public Schools. Both will be paid over 20 years. So if you take your phone out right now and scan this QR code using your phone's camera, that'll take you to our website, and it'll help you understand some of the other projects that make up the Together Spokane plan. There you can also find a link to help you calculate just how much it would impact your property taxes based on your address.
New photos tonight showing just how much damage was caused by the fire at the main concession stand at Avista Stadium last week. Fire crews say the fire started above the walk-in cooler and then spread into the attic. The fire was determined to be an accident. The Spokane Valley Fire Department estimated the damage between $2 and $2.5 million.
Well, it's another pretty warm day here in the Inland Northwest.
But could we see some cooler temperatures on the way? Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
You know, we have the first sign of the 70s in the forecast in almost a month now. But today we were in the 80s in most locations around the region, including 82 for a high in Spokane and 84 in Coeur d'Alene. And believe it or not, that is the coolest weather we've had so far this month. Here we are on the 9th of the month. We're looking at the calendar here. We started off last week with temperatures. A week ago today, it was 99 degrees. That was a record on Monday as well. We tied the record last Wednesday at 98 and have been slowly cooling ever since. And then today at 82. We're going to take a step back into slightly warmer weather tomorrow. But I just want to show you how far above average we are. 6 degrees above average today. Our average high is 76. We'll be closer to 10 degrees above average tomorrow. Sunset these days is at 7:14. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow morning, but should be staying dry as we head up to a high of 84. Hazy sunshine in the afternoon. With the help of some wet weather, we'll see those 70s in the 7-day forecast. I'll let you know what to expect in just a few minutes, Derek.
Well, following last week's weather, extreme heat and smoke is top of mind for many of us.
Yeah, and as that grows more common here in the Inland Northwest, several organizations have come together and formed a plan to protect the most vulnerable. Madeline Mullins has the story.
40 pages of tangible action items like improving air filtration standards in Spokane buildings or creating wildfire smoke education events make up the new Extreme Heat and Wildfire Smoke Resiliency Plans. This plan was created by the Spokane Community Resilience Collaborative, a group of 15 organizations, including the City of Spokane, as well as the Gonzaga Climate Institute. Each of those organizations says it is working towards completing some of the items in this plan.
Those member organizations kind of hold each other accountable because they are in this group and they're creating this process together with the agreement that, like, you know, they're going to lean on one another and hold each other accountable.
They're asking other groups to join them in completing this list. The MLK Community Center signed on and is undergoing renovations to become a place for people to go during extreme weather. It joins a growing list of what they call resilience hubs. Creating more of them is one of the items in the plan.
So eventually we're hoping when our hub is up and running, we can provide food, we can provide masks, we can provide power.
Throughout this year, the collaborative says it will reach out to local governments and other organizations to see what action items they can complete to make our community more resilient. In Spokane, I'm Madeline Mullins for News Now.
People living in parts of Pend Oreille County could soon get more reliable internet service. The local utility district received preliminary federal approval for $12 million, and that money will go toward fiber broadband projects in 3 southern areas of the county, bringing high-speed internet to homes that currently lack reliable service.
Now to a scam alert from the Idaho Attorney General. He says there's a rise in cryptocurrency scams primarily targeting seniors. AG Raul Labrador says scammers are posing as government officials or tech support and directing people to send them money using cryptocurrency ATMs. Labrador says in just 1 week, one convenience store employee stopped 2 seniors from losing over $30,000. Scammers often target older adults because they tend to have strong credit, significant savings, and may be more vulnerable to convincing phone, text, or email schemes. Labrador reminds everyone legitimate banks, businesses, and government agencies will never demand payment in cryptocurrency for fines or services. We've done a few stories on this topic, and unfortunately, one local woman we featured lost over $300,000 in a similar scam.
And we've all experienced some of those phone calls and text messages. So
Sure.
if you get one, don't feel like you're alone or embarrassed. We've all experienced it. Well, Eastern Washington football is coming off back-to-back losses to open their season.
And now, Jack, the Eagles won't have their starting quarterback for week 3.
Now, this battle-tested squad lost Jared Taylor to a brutal injury last Saturday. Hear the update from head coach Aaron Best on Taylor's condition and what the plan is moving forward. Up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
It's here, the Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. September 5th through the 14th. Save thousands with factory discounts and clearance pricing. New travel trailers from $15,990. Fifth wheels from $39,990. Motorhomes from $89,990. Shop the Northwest's largest pre-owned RV inventory. Prepped and ready to go. Free parking, free admission, free food. Open daily at 9 a.m. The Red Tag Model Year-End Clearance Event. September 5th through 14th. Indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane. 525 East Francis.
4 News Now and STCU recognize volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Pamela DeGarmo. For more than 6 years, Pamela has volunteered at Project ID.
Pamela is the heart of Project ID, volunteering over 20 hours a week to support and uplift individuals with disabilities.
It fills my life. I mean, yeah, you can work and you can do chores. This is kind of something that just makes the day better.
Thanks to STCU for helping to make sure volunteers count.
Bill's Heating and AC has not 1, not 2, but 3 warehouses overstocked with top quality air conditioners. To clear out inventory before the end of the year, we're doing something we've never done before. Advertising our guaranteed lowest pricing for all to see. Right now, you can get a full heating and cooling system installed for only $6,500 to $8,500, depending on capacity. Call now before this amazing deal goes away. Call 208-777-5528.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
What if an intruder invaded your home? Would your dog protect you? Or keep eating? What's more important, you or the bowl of food? Text Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids, and I work with the LAPD. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one.
It's been a rocky start for the Eastern Washington Eagles, playing 2 admittedly very tough opponents in Incarnate Word and Boise State, but dropping both to reach an 0-2 start. The Eagles are not only starting their season out with 2 losses, but are now down their starting quarterback. Jared Taylor started in the game against the Broncos on Friday, but had to be stretchered off the field in Boise and transferred to a hospital after getting hit near his head and neck area. Coach Aaron Best says Taylor was discharged from the hospital just a few hours after he arrived and is now back in Cheney with the team. Taylor will not play this week. No timeline yet for a return. Coach Best and the Eagles are just happy that he's okay.
Scary, absolutely scary. Nonetheless, whenever anything like that occurs, it's totally different than seeing a shoulder or seeing a knee or seeing an ankle, and those are still not good. But when you start talking about neck up situations, those hit way deeper.
So for now, quarterback Nate Bell is getting reps with the ones this week, and the plan is for him to start against the University of Northern Iowa for the Eagles' third straight road game. Washington State football enters week 3. Also, well, on the other end, still perfect, rattling off back-to-back home wins to start 2-0. The Cougs downed Idaho and then San Diego State, greatly improving on the offense, especially in a much better performance last Saturday. Head coach Jimmy Rogers spoke to us this week on the importance of not only setting a high standard, but keeping it held high over the course of a long season, win or lose.
If we're going to say our standard is one thing, I can't change the standard because the result went in our favor. It is just what it is, and they need to know that. And honestly, if you want to be good, hopefully they want it, right? Like, that's the overall goal. Hopefully they want to be told the truth and they want to grow, because everything that they want is on the opposite side of hard things. Like, anything that's worth attaining isn't, it's got to be hard. That's why it's enjoyable.
Washington State kicks off against North Texas, the Mean Green, this Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. 3 wins in a row is the most for the Mariners in almost a month. So now they go for their second series win in a row tonight in Game 2 against the St. Louis Cardinals. George Kirby on the mound looking for some pretty big redemption here after allowing 8 runs, 10 hits in his last start. First pitch in Seattle is underway in just a few minutes. And the high school football game of the week voting is underway now, so get your votes in. We got Gonzaga Prep taking on Ferris at One Spokane Stadium. That's the late game Friday night. G&E traveling to Ridgeline, and University takes on Central Valley on a packed Friday night slate. Tune in to 4 News Now this Friday night at 11 for your weekly Friday Night Sports Extra show. Can't wait for it. So great to have those games of the week back as we head into week 2 of Washington High School ball. And Derek, your Ferris Saxons playing in arguably the most exciting game of the week last Friday. I know it didn't go their way, but it was awfully a fun one, at least as a more neutral fan.
Right down to the wire. You know what I was going to say, Jack? A lot of people around the Cougs program have said that Jimmy Rogers, even though he's not outwardly like Mike Leach, kind of the way he runs the program is, and that sounded like a Mike Leach soundbite. Like, anything worth doing has got to be hard type of thing. I thought that was interesting.
Well, speaking of the Cougs, fans are one step closer to buying beer and wine inside the stadium just in time for the Apple Cup. The State Liquor and Cannabis Board moved forward today on a 1-year pilot program that would let WSU's vendor, Aramark, sell alcohol in the general stadium areas for the first time. The plan goes to the full board for a vote tomorrow. If approved, sales could start September 20th when WSU hosts the Huskies.
Alcohol would be available throughout the stadium except in the student section. Fans could buy up to 2 drinks per transaction served in clear cups. Re-entry would be limited. The University of Washington has had a similar plan in place for years now. And nationwide, most major college football programs are now able to sell alcohol at games.
Less than half an hour from sunset, and it looks like a pretty one, but it is that wildfire haze giving that reddish orange look to the sky. Air quality is in the moderate range. I'm looking at the possibility of rain to help knock it back down into the good category. I'll let you know what I found after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's our all-month-long Labor Day sale, where you'll save $12,750 off new Sierra 1500 Denali's or 0% APR. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles. And ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Avamere Southfield is so much more than just a home. We're enhancing lives every single day.
My home was heaven on earth, and now Avamere is heaven on earth.
Everybody's very friendly here and welcoming.
Come visit us and experience the Avamere difference.
You're busy, so at Car Wash Plaza, we're open 24/7 to match your schedule. Plus, we have safety surveillance lights and security cameras throughout the facility. It's easy with multiple payment options, cash, debit, or credit. There's even more reasons to visit our Car Wash Plaza. Our discount cars ensure major savings, and they're good at all our locations.
Car Wash Plaza, it's the best in the Northwest.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Wherever you need us, American On Site.
Come stake your claim at the Kootenai Casino. Stay and play in September. Book one night and get a free night later, including 2 free breakfast vouchers. Feel the excitement of the Gold Rush, where you can hit the mother load during our $100,000 end of summer spin. Join us in September and win all month long. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY for details or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Reclaim your garage this summer. Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage has units to fit your personal property, boats, RVs, and more. Open 7 days a week, extra wide drive aisles, state-of-the-art security, and great customer service. Eagle Rock RV and Boat Storage is the perfect fit for your storage needs.
It's our all-month-long Labor Day sale, where you'll save up to $14,000 or 3.9% APR on new Sierra 2500 HD Denali's. There's never any dealer-added markups on new vehicles, and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange at GMC of Riverfront Park.
Book your stay and play getaway today at Mistaqua.com.
All right, welcome back. We continue to pray for rain.
Yeah, we just need a little bit more than what we've gotten so far.
And I see some coming in the forecast, but I feel like I've been on the desert and I keep seeing this mirage, you know, with a pool and it keeps disappearing. So let's take a look at what we've got. First of all, we did get some precipitation over the last 24 hours. This graphic shows a couple of things where we saw some rain. It's been fairly light, and you'll notice North Idaho missed out on a lot of that, even down into the LC Valley. But we did get some rain over the last 24 hours and some lightning too, not necessarily a good thing. In this graphic, a lot of this is counted north of the Canadian border under the banner there, but we did get over 2,000 strikes, including over 800 positive strikes. And again, we differentiate between the positive and negative strikes because the positive are much more likely to cause damage and to cause wildfires. 2/100 of an inch of rain at Spokane International Airport. As you can see, we are more than 3 inches below average year to date, but measurable rain is a treat considering this. This is a look at our summer rainfall total, and we did have the driest summer, absolutely annihilating the previous record for the driest meteorological summer, which is June, July, and August. The white totals that you see there are the precipitation that was measured. The brown totals are average, and even in the driest time of year climatologically, where we average less than a ½ inch of precipitation in each month, we only managed 1/100 of an inch, and we're off to a banner start to meteorological fall, 2/100 of an inch so far this month. This is the area of low pressure that I really thought would scoop up some moisture, bring some instability, and make our fire ending air quality concerns ease quite a bit. Unfortunately, it just did not bring enough moisture with it. A little bit of mid-level moisture and instability. So we are seeing those showers and thunderstorms, but not putting down the kind of rain that we really need. Our forecast radar going through the overnight, we are dry. Here's noon tomorrow. We'll start to see a sprinkle or two developing, and then some wet weather tomorrow evening coming into the Palouse, seeing a fair amount of precipitation even north of I-90 by Thursday morning. And then Thursday, here we go with a good chance of some measurable rain. I want to just prove that it is here. We'll see if it's here again tomorrow when we look ahead. And some of the totals could be substantial in spots. It'll be a little more hit and miss because of the convective nature of this precipitation. It will be not the steady stratiform rain that we could really use. 20% chance, and with that rain, temperatures down in the 70s. First time in the 70s since mid-August, if we manage that. Back in the 80s briefly, and then more 70s to start next work week. Fingers crossed, everyone, for rain. Kirsten.
That's right. I'm with you, Chris. No more mirages. In news for your health, September is National Suicide Prevention Month. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the U.S.
Current treatment for suicidal depression can come with risks, but scientists are studying a different way to help patients. Mandy Gaither has more on current research into how ketamine may help.
It's a major public health concern. The CDC says there was one death by suicide every 11 minutes in 2023, and the agency reports nearly 13 million adults seriously thought about suicide, with 1.5 million attempts in that year.
Many suicides are preventable.
Dr. Brian Barnett is co-principal investigator of the Cleveland Clinic site of a study looking into treatment options for those who have severe suicidal depression. Currently, treatment options include psychotherapy, prescription medications, and in severe cases when other options aren't working, electroconvulsive therapy or ECT may be used,
which is the gold standard treatment for depression and suicidal ideation.
Barnett and other researchers are also looking into ketamine as another potential treatment option. It's currently FDA approved only for use as an anesthetic.
And then about 25 years ago, we learned that it could actually be used to treat treatment-resistant depression as well as suicidal thoughts. And the study that we're doing is looking at those two treatments head-to-head to see whether ketamine delivered intravenously is as effective as ECT.
Barnett says research results won't be known for years, but the study is currently ongoing at several sites across the U.S. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino, Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for Best in Class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
Looking to earn more on your savings without locking it in a CD? With P1FCU's new bump rate, you can earn up to an extra 2.04% APY on your money market just by using your Ascend checking account. Plus, qualifying Ascend checking accounts earn 3.5% APY on balances up to $15,000. Get more flexibility, better returns, and smarter savings. Visit p1fcu.org/bump. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
When I was told I needed radiation treatment for a brain tumor, I couldn't stop thinking about what could happen to my memories. Those moments I cherish from growing up, of finding myself, of the people I love, of what I've created. Could they all just fade away? But when I learned how precise treatment was with Gamma Knife, I was reassured that those moments would be preserved. Because it's not only about protecting the memories I've made, but the ones I have yet to create.
AARP Spokane and BECU invite you to take steps towards a sharper mind and a stronger community. Join them for a free monthly Saturday morning walk series at Northtown Mall designed for older adults, where every step supports your health. Led by local AARP volunteers, the walks will be a fun and welcoming way to stay active, socially connected, and informed. Whether you're a casual stroller or a brisk walker, all activity levels are welcome and no one gets left behind. Find out how to participate at this website.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wonders of the World.
All right, rain Wednesday late night into Thursday. off and on. I think we're going to get it. 79 for a high Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be another warm day with a mix of sun and clouds.
Okay. Chris, thank you.
We'll just put it out into the universe and let it happen.
I've been putting it out.
That's right.
Live stream KXL.